DOHA/Jerusalem, February 12. Reuters, Israel liberated 2 Israeli-Argentinian prisoners in Rafah on Monday under the front of airstrikes which neighborhood well-being authorities said killed 67 Palestinians and injured handfuls in the southern Gaza city that is the last shelter of around 1 million dislodged regular citizens. A joint activity by the Israeli military, the homegrown Shin Bet security administration and the extraordinary police unit in Rafah liberated Fernando Simon Marman, 60, and Louis Bunny, 70, the military said. The 2 men were grabbed by Hamas from Kibbutz Nir Yitzhak on October 7, the military said, among approximately 250 individuals who Israel says were seized during the aggressor assault that set off its conflict on Gaza. We've been working quite a while on this activity, Israeli military representative Lt Col Richard Hecht said. We were hanging tight for the right circumstances. The prisoners were being hung on the second floor of a structure that was penetrated with explosives during the strike, which saw weighty trades of gunfire with encompassing structures, Hecht said. A photo delivered to media showed them in clinic, sitting on a couch close by family members. The Argentinian government expressed gratitude toward Israel for the salvage of the 2 men, who it said were double nationals of Argentina. Israel's military said its air hits had harmonized with the attack to permit its powers to be extricated. The Gaza Wellbeing Service said 67 individuals had been killed and the number could ascend as salvage activities were in progress. A photo from the scene showed an immense area of rubble where structures had been obliterated. Palestinians in Rafah said 2 mosques and a few houses were hit in over an hour of strikes by Israeli warplanes, tanks and ships, causing far-reaching alarm among individuals who had been snoozing. It was the most obviously terrible night since we showed up in Rafah last month. Passing was so particularly close as shells and rockets landed 200 meters from our tent camp, said Gaza money manager Ahmad, a dad of 6, told Reuters utilizing a talk application. Some dreaded Israel had started a long-dreaded ground hostile in the city, where in excess of 1 million individuals uprooted by Israel's conflict on Hamas are shielding with no place else to go. Everybody said it was an unexpected ground assault. My family and I said our last petitions, Ahmad said. A relative of one of the prisoners said he had seen both liberated men in clinic and tracked down them a piece fragile, a piece flimsy, a piece pale yet generally speaking looking great. Eden Bejarano, child-in-law of Bunny, said that the prisoners had both been dozing when soon the commandos were in the structure and covering them as they battled the detainers. They were being treated in Israel's Sheba Medical Clinic, its chief professor Arnon Ofek said. Hamas said the assault on Rafah was a continuation of a destructive conflict and constrained removal endeavors Israel has pursued against the Palestinian public. Hamas aggressors killed 1,200 individuals in southern Israel and stole no less than 250 in their October 7 attack, as indicated by Israeli counts. Israel has answered with a tactical attack on the Gaza Strip that has killed in excess of 28,000 Palestinians, as per the Hamas-run wellbeing service in the territory. Airstrike kills 15 in focal Gaza. U.S. President Joe Biden told state leader Benjamin Netanyahu on Sunday that Israel shouldn't begin a tactical activity in Rafah without a trustworthy arrangement to guarantee the security of the approximately 1 million individuals shielding there, the White House said. Help offices say an attack on Rafah would be disastrous. It is the last moderately safe spot in a territory crushed by Israel's tactical hostile. Egypt has supported its boundary with the city, saying it fears Gazans will be pushed across, never to return. An Israeli authority has said individuals will be cleared further north, however its powers are likewise dynamic in focal Gaza. Palestinian doctors said 15 individuals had been killed in an airstrike in the focal town of Deir al-Balah. Palestinian dad Ahmad said the world expected to act. The entire world sentenced Israel's arrangements to attack Rafah. They are annihilating the city before they attack it. How is the world getting along now? Just concern? He said. Biden and Netanyahu represented around 45 minutes, days after the U.S. pioneer said Israel's tactical reaction in the Gaza Strip had been beyond preposterous and communicated grave worry over the rising non-military personnel loss of life in Gaza. Netanyahu's office has said it had requested the military to foster an arrangement to clear Rafah and obliterate 4 Hamas legions it says are conveyed there. Netanyahu said in a meeting broadcasted on Sunday that enough of the 132 leftover Israeli prisoners held in Gaza were alive to legitimize Israel's conflict in the area. Hamas-run Aqsa TV on Sunday cited a senior Hamas pioneer as saying any Israeli ground hostile in Rafah would explode the prisoner trade dealings. Egypt cautioned on Sunday of critical results of a possible Israeli military attack on Rafah. Egypt required the need of joining all global and provincial endeavors to forestall the focusing of the Palestinian city of Rafah, its unfamiliar service said in an explanation.